Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, guess who's back? That's right, the DOUG is back from vacation, ready for another episode of Revolution's Honor. And before I get going, I have to thank everyone who did well in my absence last week when I was shooting the breeze and beating up Hulk Hogan and John Cena fanboys. That was always fun and educational. Now, of course, with us tonight, he is the K-Dog of the Revolution Network. It is Al.
Oh, wow, here we go. Look, sir, you need to trip out on that. Anyways, what's going on, man?
I'm doing good. I hope you're doing good, too. Ready for another show, ready to just do what I do best, piss people off, which...
Oh, my, here we go.
Yeah, if you thought Monday was good, wait until you see this tonight. Also joining us tonight, he is not a ghost anymore. He is the ninja known as Test.
I am over here just trying to survive and not get everybody with my cough because, you know, the green mist might just come out and get everybody.
Wow. Ouch. Yeah, I hate to say this. I think Shao Kahn gave us the wrong body when we put you back together, so I think I may have to talk to him next week. Also joining us tonight, she is the lovely lady of the Revolution. The okay, there's Miss Bernadette.
It's another Friday night. I'm excited, guys.
Yay. And I believe Rob will be joining us eventually once Virgil, the security guard, lets him pass booking.
Oh, get up, Virgil.
Yeah, no, this is the one time I'm actually defending Rob and hating on Virgil. That's nothing new. Excuse me. I think Virgil's trying to choke me out here. All right. Originally before Sunday night, I planned on talking about TNA Feast or Fired, but because the Royal Rumble pissed so many people off, let's talk about that again. Yeah, the record, Royal Rumble, more controversy than the Flakegate for the New England Patriots, which is sad. Yeah, okay, here's the thing. Monday, we all know Doug defended Roman, shocked everybody. It set Newsway, CNN picked it up and said, holy shit, Doug's defending Roman Reigns. It's the end of the world. Cats and dogs living together.
Yeah, I heard it on TMZ, too. I couldn't believe it. Breaking news.
Yeah, I know. But it was breaking news. Here's the thing, though. That was Monday. That's going to be the only time you hear me defend that match, because tonight, Virgil still chokes me. I am not defending it tonight. Now, there we go. Finally, he let go of me. Here's the thing. I do agree in some part Roman winning was a smart move because of he's believable in the sense of power. You need power to go against Lesnar. Here's the thing. Roman Reigns has been on the main roster for what now, 2 years? In 2014, I would not call Roman's year great. His biggest claim to fame last year was him beating Orton. Other than that, it was him sitting in a bed, nursing his poor born.
Oh, my God.
Oh, whoa. What, Rob's here?
Rob was there, and he was muted. He was trying to say something.
No, he was not muted. He didn't speak up.
Speak up, Rob.
Okay, I will let him know to call back in.
Oh, he'll call back in. Well, anyway, like I was saying, while yes, Roman may be the smart pick, here's the problem. Roman's only been on the main roster for 2 years. And as much as I hate CM Punk, and we all know I don't like him, I have to agree with CM Punk on this one. A guy who's been on the roster for main roster for 2 years should not be getting the opportunity to main event Mania, simply because of the fact of, I think in somewhat of agreement we can all agree, Roman's mic skills are not there yet. To me, okay, now before everyone kills me for this, like I said, Roman to me needs a manager. He should not be talking on the mic. Period. To me. Now, of course, I did find it funny last night on SmackDown Live. He was getting cheered, but he was getting boos as well, and there was an old saying, you live long enough to become the villain. And as much as people may not want to admit this, Roman Reigns may be the next John Cena to where it comes from the fans' point. He was cheered. Wow, 2 strikes. Damn, I'm really getting love tonight, and I don't care. He's going to get booed. He is going to become the next Cena, and I'm sure that scares everyone to a degree. Now, here's the thing. The other reason I don't like this match, I think we can all agree Brock Lesnar's leaving after WrestleMania. So we already know there's a new champion going in. That does not make me feel comfortable knowing, A, he's leaving, B, either Roman's winning the belt, or B, Seth Rollins is cashing in. Those are the only 2 options we have, because I'll say it now. If Lesnar wins the match and walks out of Mania with the belt, that would be the most shocking thing in WWE this year. Period. Because I know Lesnar, I think we can all say Lesnar's not winning. I mean, even damn, Ray Charles is like, damn, I'm dead, and even I know Brock Lesnar ain't winning this match. I mean, even Virgil would be betting money on Lesnar to lose, which would be funny since he has no money at all. So, yeah, this match, it's the sad thing is, and here's the thing, it's the main event. I think, to be honest, the WWE is going to have to build up a great card to make people order the pay-per-view or watch it, because right now it's Lesnar and Roman, maybe, and I'll get to the maybe in a minute, and Sting versus Triple H, because we know they're going to have their face-to-face at Fastlane and then probably face-off at Mania, which is a good idea.
It's so bad that TNA is giving their pay-per-views away for free, and people would rather watch that.
It's so bad, Lucha Underground decided to do 2 hours of a new show Monday night, and they actually did beat the Roman Reigns interview. Wow, L X'd out Lucha Underground. He X'd out his own people. That's funny.
And by the way, speaking of Lucha Underground, Oklahoma finally got a brain, and we have that, so I'm going to watch my first episode tomorrow morning.
Yay!
Epic fail. Canada still does not get it.
Oklahoma, welcome to the 21st century. Canada, you just now got the Sega Dreamcast, so you're getting that. Wow, we got the breaking news. Is Rob here with us yet?
Not yet.
Damn, Virgil's not letting him come through tonight. Man, Rob, who the fuck did you piss off tonight? Anyway, all right. Now that that's settled and out of the way, we talked about that. Also last night, Triple H said Monday night he was going to say something that was going to shake the universe to its core, do something shocking. Why do I have a feeling, and this is just me speculating here, that because of how the fans have reacted, now, of course, I would say if this was just Philly, don't do it, but apparently, hey, Roman got booed last night. He's still getting booed now at house shows, probably. You mean that they're going to add something to this? I think, as much as we hate saying it, we'll probably want to see a triple threat match, which is not the best thing for Roman or Lesnar, because if they do that, or whatever they decide to do, this controversy, it's not going to help Roman, it's not going to help Lesnar, because they're not going to be the favorites, whoever the third man is. Or, and this is the one I'm hoping for, Roman has to put his contendership on the line against the man who was never eliminated from the Royal Rumble, the man who never got to make his way to the ring because of a goat face. That's right. At Fastlane, Curtis Axel will beat Roman Reigns, and Curtis Axel will do what his daddy never could and win the WWE title. That'd be great. We would all buy that. And I am now on speakerphone. Hello to myself.
Hello. Echo.
Hello.
Well, at least we haven't hit WCW recording yet. Yay.
Yay.
If you can't make fun of yourself, who can you make fun of? Now, I want to hear everyone else's opinion on this. What is Triple H's big thing that he said that, I'm going to take care of the controversy on Monday? What could he mean?
Well, I've been talking to some people, and there's a lot of speculation that they're going to be doing another brand, like splitting it up again and doing another brand so that there's another another belt on the line to make like another, I guess, co-main event. You know what I mean? So that both, like, we're going to have a World Heavyweight title and a WWE title match at Mania again. That's where people have been kind of leaning towards. the people I've been talking to anyways are talking brand expansion. We'll see.
Before I go into that, before I talk about that one, Bernadette, I want to hear what everyone else says first, what their idea is.
Go ahead, Andrew.
I think it's like Bernadette was saying, and I've heard that as well. But if that's the case, since they're going to split into brands, do you bring more wrestlers in, like some of the NXT guys?
Which would not be bad for business. It would be best for business.
It's sad when almost the NXT roster, from what I've seen, is better than the main roster.
I can't disagree with that one. Al?
You know what? Damn. It might be, let's just say, for the first time ever, the winner of the Royal Rumble gets screwed over like that. I believe it's the first time where they actually take their title shot away. But it might happen. It might, if they were smart enough to do this for some weird reason. All you fans out there who love the GOAT, Daniel Bryan, we're bitching and crying again. So maybe, just maybe, this is just a guess. It's not a for sure thing or a for sure pick, but this is just a maybe thing. Because I'll be honest with you, I think I'm the only one who's happy about Roman winning, but I have a feeling they're going to screw him over in some way, somehow. The GOAT is going to sneak his way in there again. So we're probably going to get another repeat of last year. Sorry, but yeah.
So you think there's a triple threat match coming again?
No, most likely Daniel versus Roman, winner faces Brock, simple like that, something bullshit like that. Maybe even Rusev, throw him in there, you know, just for kicks, fatal four-way, you know, the last four guys or the last five guys, you know, they do basically another repeat of the Rumble. The winner goes off and faces Brock. Most likely Daniel Bryan will win just for all the fucking, you know, the GOAT lovers will be like, yay, he won. But, oh well.
Daniel Bryan is the most over, but that's another story for another show. Here's my thing. But bringing Bernadette up, you know, there's been talks about, you know, splitting the brands up again, you know, having two separate champions. And I think the only problem I have with that is you don't have a lot of guys on the main roster right now for me to judge that. To be, that would be a great idea. If you had more people on the roster, then I would be saying, hey, great, good idea, but you guys either bring up more of the NXT guys like the Ninja of Tech said, or hire some guys back. I can't buy into that. Now, of course, L, you think Daniel Bryan will sneak his way in there. I don't think Vince will let that happen this year. I think when he did it last year due to the fact of CM Punk leaving and everyone was pissed off with seeing Batista versus Orton to the point like, yeah, we had to save grace on this one. To me, and correct me if I'm wrong, WrestleMania this year is in California, correct?
WrestleMania,
yes.
All right.
Yes,
it's in San Francisco. Now, correct me if I'm wrong, San Francisco's not that far away from Anaheim, correct?
It's pretty far, actually. It's about a good
12
far,
hours. Okay.
12 hours.
Maybe, you kind of, I think, El, you know where I'm going with this. The last big time there was a controversy like this, and this is how I'm going to put it, that involved a Samoan wrestler, was when The Rock won the Royal Rumble. What happened at that year's Mania? It ended up being a Fatal 4-Way match for the belt, a Fatal 4-Way elimination match to be more specific. So I could see WWE, if they want to save grace and they know Lesnar's leaving and they know Roman may not be ready, depending on who you ask, the smart money maybe do a Fatal 4-Way elimination match at Mania. That way, A, it's not predictable, because we're all in agreement Lesnar's not, I think we can all agree Lesnar's not leaving with the belt. So makes it a little bit more or less predictable. 2, you can automatically start a new feud right after it because you can have Seth cash in and beat the winner easily. And 3, I think it would get all the fucking fans who are pissed off with the Rumble to shut up depending on who you put in it, which, by the way, my 2 votes would be Dolph Ziggler and Dean Ambrose. I'm sure everyone's like, he didn't pick Daniel Bryan? Who the fuck is this?
I like those. And, yeah, I totally agree. If Vince wasn't going to let a full-time company guy like Bret Hart leave with the belt, he certainly isn't going to let some fucking part-timer who could care less, like Lesnar, to leave with the belt. So, yeah, I'm in agreement with pretty much everything you said.
And that is scary when America and Canada agree, folks.
Oh.
Ooh.
Doesn't happen often.
And it does not happen often. Test, what do you feel about my idea?
I like it.
And
of course,
for the first time ever, Andrew, I agree.
Wow. Mark this day down. Everybody's in agreement with Doug Barrett's idea. This is more scarier than fucking watching the Kazam.
Oh, damn. That's old.
Yeah. Speaking of steel, let's talk about some of the dumb ideas I have read this week involving Roman Reigns and Lesnar. This one that came up today, and I mean it was so dumb I actually said, oh my God, even Vince Russo wouldn't book this dumb idea.
Oh, shit.
Some people have it in their head that at Fastlane, Paul Heyman should backstab Brock Lesnar and manage Roman Reigns. Can somebody explain to me on what planet that would be a good idea?
WCW.
Well, hold on. I can, but I don't think it should happen at Fastlane. I think it should happen at Mania. But anyways, because Roman, again, depending on who you ask, is a little lacking in the promo area. He's getting a little better, but, I mean, nobody kills a promo like fucking Heyman. So, all you need is big, badass Roman to come out. Big chirper Heyman to be the talker, and it's, a simple formula. 1 + 1 = 2. Talker and ass kicker, and you're good. Because, again, like we pointed out, Brock is probably not staying for the long term. So, well, we need a new Paul Heyman guy. And who better than the next big thing, as he even pointed out on Monday Night on Raw, Heyman called him that himself, the next big thing, Roman Reigns. It's perfect.
The only reason I don't like this idea is this. Paul Heyman is mostly a heel manager, correct? And
he's a what?
He's a heel manager. Excluding when he was with CM Punk, Paul Heyman's been mostly known as a heel manager.
Fair enough.
I don't think if you put him with Roman Reigns, here's the thing. You would pretty much be making Roman Reigns a heel. And as
yes
much as he's
no,
saying
and
that...
I'll tell you why I think this. Because everybody, even though they may boo Heyman when he comes out, they respect him. They know he is one of the best in the business on that mic. And, to be able to pair him with Roman can only help Reigns. And Reigns right now is kind of, after the Rumble, kind of in limbo. We think he's still a face, but he's being booed. So we're all really confused as to what's going on. Well, leave it to fucking Heyman to clarify things a little for us.
Unfortunately, like I said, he's been a heel manager all his life, and I would like to point out the last two people he managed, excluding Lesnar and Punk, Ryback, it didn't help him, and it didn't help Cesaro at all. Granted, that could be because of booking of fans, but that's a story for another time. So I just don't like that idea. And there's a million other ideas, but I don't want to go through the entire list. I think even one said you have The Rock take Roman Reigns' place. So enough with the conspiracy shit for that, for one night.
But actually, sorry. I was going to say, actually, what she said makes sense because, and I'm going back to where it was still, I think, WWF, and he managed Big Show. What was the thing nobody expected? Big Show to turn. It launched the Big Show's career, in my opinion. And so that could happen. Plus, Cesaro really wasn't a heel because he was being cheered. So last year, Paul Heyman went from being the worst guy at WrestleMania to being the best guy on Monday Night Raw when he brought Cesaro in. Just saying.
I kind of agree with that, so we shall see. But getting to Fastlane a bit before we jump to the train wreck known as TNA and the greatest thing called Ring of Honor, Fastlane, oh boy. Of course, excluding the Triple H and Sting thing we're going to have, they announced two matches. Nikki, and I think it's Nikki, okay, the one with the big fake titties that everybody just wants to motorboat, takes on my future mama, my baby mama, Paige. Yes, I know, I love Paige. This one kind of caught me by surprise since they're just handing Paige a title opportunity. Now, there was no contendership match or whatever, so I'm like, okay, Paige ain't winning. So, yeah. But to the match I want to discuss in detail, Rusev versus John Cena. As many of you know who have been paying attention to our boards on Revolution on Facebook, you have seen me not praise this match and have said this is going to be the worst idea of 2015 for this reason. Why Rusev has everything to gain in this match if he can beat John Cena. Cena has nothing to gain in this match. He's already a Hall of Famer bound. He's been U.S. champion, I think, about 2 or 3 times already. And he's been multi-time heavyweight champion, tag team champion, blah, blah, blah. I've said it. I don't think John Cena should be the one to beat Rusev at all. I don't think that would help Rusev at all. That would actually hurt him. To me, like I said, you need A, Rusev to lose at Mania and not to John Cena. B, as many of you know, I said Roman was my pick to beat Rusev for the U.S. title, but since that ain't going to happen, I think as much people may be shocked by this, Ryback should be the one to beat Rusev. As many of you know, Ryback and Rusev were kind of feuding before Ryback got storyline fired. So I would prefer Cena losing at Fastlane, Ryback comes in, Ryback beats Rusev, U.S. title match at Mania, Ryback gets his first singles title, and the world is happy. So I'll say this now. If Cena beats Rusev, here's all we're going to hear. Bullshit. Same old shit. Boo. Let's go watch a Knicks game because that has better storyline than this shit.
Okay. Here's my thoughts on this. I agree with you that Rusev has everything to gain. I mean, if you want to get to that next level, and you want to become a top guy, you need to get in there with the top guys. Well, there is no bigger top guy than Cena. So absolutely, Rusev has everything to gain in this match. Win or lose. Win or lose. Doesn't matter. He is going to shine at Fastlane. So, to me, I really don't care who wins or loses that match. I'm just happy for Rusev. And, hell, we get to see Lana in some fucking sexy suit. That's not bad. That's not bad at all. This is a win-win-win.
That's
win
a win, at least for that part.
Win for Rusev. Win for Lana.
Again, I agree with Bernie.
Yeah.
Weird. Elle, I know you're not the biggest John Cena fan. You're more of a Lana guy in this match, so you'll be looking at Lana's dress.
There you go.
Oh, of course. But, going back to this match, it's kind of obvious. I mean, Rusev will win at Fastlane. Of course, rematch will be at WrestleMania. Cena celebrates and stuff like that. Kind of obvious. Too obvious for me.
Yeah, it's my thing. And that's my biggest problem. And the biggest problem I have with this whole thing story together, if Cena does win the U.S. title at Mania. One, why does Cena need the U.S. title again? I thought he was way, way fucking past that. That'd be like fucking having, Randy Orton come back and win the U.S. title. Everybody be like, okay, that makes no fucking sense. So, yeah, I don't think Cena
I don't even think it's about the U.S. belt, Doug. I think you're over analyzing it. Again, what does Cena do when he comes out? He salutes the troops. He salutes the C Nation. He is Americana. He's apple pie.
Well, I know, but that's the other problem. If they have a rematch at WrestleMania and the U.S. title's not on the line, it's pretty much making the U.S. title a joke. So it's like you got to put it on the line at that point because you're not putting it on the line this coming pay-per-view.
Right. Well, I hope Virgil's going to let Rob in now.
Rob?
From one Canadian to another, it's Rob Gosselin.
Yay!
He finally got away from Virgil.
Hey, people.
Hey, Rob.
How's it going?
It's going. We're just talking about John Cena and Rusev right now before we jump to the train wreck of TNA.
Oh, wow.
Well, why don't you let Rob give his thoughts on everything that we just talked about, because Rob's not really a TNA guy per se, so I don't know how much he's going to really have in that way of an opinion for TNA.
Fair enough. Rob, we just, like we're saying, we're about to get done with the John Cena Rusev thing, so I would like to hear your opinions on this feud that are about to start.
On what? Cena and Rusev when?
Well, it starts at Fastlane, so pretty much, how do you think it's going to turn out when this feud's all over? Do you think Cena's going to beat the Monster and win the U.S. title at Mania, or do you think Rusev will get the win?
Oh, Christ. Hadn't really put too much thought to it, to be honest. Okay, yeah, I think Rusev is going to shine through by the end of it, everything all said and done. Yeah, I think Rusev's ready to make the jump into at least starting to compete with main event guys so he can start figuring out what the main event slot is like. And yeah, I can so see Cena putting him over, and that'll again put end to the whole Cena never puts anybody over. Cena doesn't jump it. Bullshit. So yeah, I think that Rusev shines through this. Yeah, I can see him still retaining after Mania if that's where WWE Creative is taking us, is Cena and Rusev at Mania, then yeah, I can totally see Rusev winning. I'm not saying he's not going to fight. I mean, fuck, John will make sure that he gets his shots in and whatever, and his stuff in and whatever. But by the time it's all said and done, I mean, everybody's been calling him Super Cena for the last 3-4 years now, and I'm not saying he hasn't won enough championships to earn the title sort of thing, but he really has been putting a lot of people over since that really started coming out. So, yeah, I can fully see that Cena's going to put Rusev over on that.
All right, and before we get to TNA, we also talked about what Triple H is going to do on Raw next week. As you know, he says he's going to do something that's going to shake the universe to its core about the Rumble controversy. What do you think he's going to do? We've had speculations to where Roman may get took out of the match. They may make it a fatal four-way, may make it a triple threat. They're going to do something.
Oh, wow. I honestly don't know. I mean, all I know is that when Bryan got taken out of the Rumble, people lost their fucking minds. We talked about this on Monday. They crashed the WWE network, like they crashed their website because everybody was logging in to cancel their subscriptions, and like they're surrounding the cars and the superstars. Like I think the WWE universe made their point to WWE, kind of going, "We're not happy about this." So I mean it. To speculate what he's going to do, I mean, Christ, you can do 1,000 different things on that. You know, like you said, you can take Roman out of the match. You can make it a fatal four-way or triple threat. Again, are they going to do 2 triple threats in a row or a fatal four-way right after a triple threat from last year? Like, I'm not saying it's not without the realm of WWE to do it, but I mean, if that's what you're giving us, it's going to be a little hard to buy. And I don't mean purchase. I mean, like, for...
And I think we lost Rob.
Oh, Virgil found him.
Again. Ooh, get a Virgil.
Sorry, Rob. I'm sure Rob will call back in and we'll let him continue with that. So until Rob calls back in and can get away from Virgil, the New York Knicks, let's head to team.
Hello. Sorry, my phone, I don't know what happened. So, yeah, as I was saying, if WWE is going to be giving us a fatal four-way, I mean, if that's really what they want to give us, it's just going to be a really hard buy for the WWE Universe to get into. I mean, you're going to have to sell the shit out of that for someone like me to buy into it. Right after a triple threat from last year, if you're going triple threat or fatal four, I don't know, man. I just don't like the idea of it. I don't personally have an issue with the whole Roman and Brock thing, by the way. I really don't.
I think I'm the only one who does, but that's another story.
I think what it is with me is it's just, I mean, I don't like Brock Lesnar.
Okay, I think I've made that very clear. I really don't have that big an issue with Roman. I don't understand why the universe turned on him the way they did the last 2 months. But, I mean, I personally have no issues with this match. This is a match that I think everybody 3-4 months ago would have been screaming for. So, I mean, 3-4 months ago, we're only talking Survivor Series or the pay-per-view before. So, I mean, come on now. Everyone's screaming, we want Roman, we want Roman. The second he's in there, no, we don't really like him. Well, what the hell? It's one of the other people. So, I mean, I have no issues with the whole Roman Brock thing. If that's what WWE Creative is giving us, let's see where they're going to take it.
Well, we know how I feel about Roman, so I'm not going to mention that till next time because I don't want this to be let's beat down the main event at WrestleMania hour because I could do that for 2 weeks. But moving on to TNA. Why am I on the damn speakerphone again? God damn it, Virgil. Yeah, I hate Virgil tonight. Anyway, Echo. Oh God.
Echo.
WCW, stop giving us your camera equipment. TNA, well...
Oh, I was going to say, before you go into TNA, literally just before, because I know this is going to be the last thing.
No, it's not, but that's cool.
No, if he goes...
It's the last thing on WWE for a minute. Our Penelope Garcia of the group, because we all love her and, whatever, has a couple of very interesting facts on this. So I'm going to just let her tell you.
Hey, for all those Cena haters who are like, oh, Cena doesn't lose, Cena never loses, oh my God, Cena never loses. Well, I happened to look up a couple interesting facts. Turns out that he only wins 70% of the time, ties about 6%, and loses about 23% of the time. So almost a quarter of his matches he loses. Now, on pay-per-views, he wins 60% and loses 40% of the time. So what is wrong with these people that say Cena never loses? Yeah, I don't understand.
I think I can answer that question.
What is wrong with these people who say that Cena never loses?
He loses 40% of his matches at pay-per-views.
Yeah.
Well, you got to remember, he's from Boston. His fans, it's the New England Patriots syndrome. They only remember the wins, not the losses.
Right.
Okay.
And they don't know what is deflated and what's not. Like
well, Deflategate is still... Did you hear about Wingate? What was Mick Foley thinking of hiding wings in his fanny pack?
What?
Oh God, yeah, that was at a hockey game for the Detroit Red Wings, which was funny, but that would be for the after show tonight. Now what was? Oh yes, TNA. Finally, I can talk about this wonderful promotion. Wink, wink. Oh God. Now, last week was the Feast or Fire thing, which unfortunately I already somewhat knew what happened. Now, in case if anyone doesn't know what Feast or Fire is, it's pretty much you have 4 briefcases up on a pole. All 4 of them have something in it. One's a title, one's the heavyweight title, one's a tag team, one's the X Division, and one is filed. Now, the winners of these briefcases were Magnus, Rockstar Spud, Austin Aries, and Robbie E? ? I say question mark because of what happened later in the night. Rockstar Spud won the X Division title, so it looks like we'll see Rockstar
I'm so
Spud.
happy for him.
Yeah, I am too. That was probably the best thing out of all 4 of them. He'll be facing Low-Key eventually. Don't be surprised if Ethan Carter III gets involved in that. Magnus, who everyone thought was going to be the one getting fired, got the tag team title briefcase. So look for Storm and Abyss versus Magnus and Bram coming up this year. So that left 2 people left, Austin Aries and Robbie. The one who was on fucking Amazing Race, if that helps anybody, because I can't tell their ass fucking apart.
Robbie E is probably the taller one. That's probably the best way to remember.
Okay, the one who's taller. Remember what I said when I said he allegedly won the briefcase? Well, apparently, due to, if you watch the match or the replay, he technically didn't grab it first and bring it down. It was Velvet Sky. And he said, well, I'm the smartest person here in the room. I'm either getting a title opportunity or Velvet Sky's getting fired because she was the one who pulled down the briefcase. Velvet opens it up. and Velvet is now gone from TNA. Velvet Sky has been fired because of that.
But she does get a prize, and you know what that is? Rob Gosselin gets Crispin's sloppy seconds.
Oh, wow.
And so, yeah, Velvet Sky is no longer there. Don't be surprised if you probably see her show up in WWE because her boyfriend, Bubba, or Bully, or Bubba, whatever you want to call him, is in WWE now again. So we could see Velvet Sky in WWE. Yay!
I thought she was with Sabin.
No, they broke up.
Oh, shit. Okay, Rob, then I'm sorry. You get Bubba Ray's sloppy seconds.
Oh, wow.
That's my... It might be even worse than having Alex Shelley. Oh, wait a minute. No, Bully knows how to keep everything clean. Just ask Steve on.
Wait, stop. Rob's getting who and what?
You're getting Bully Ray's sloppy seconds because he's dating Velvet Sky, and Velvet Sky just got fired from TNA last week.
Okay, now did she only get fired, or did she get future endeavored? Because again,
she got the
she's only fired from active duty.
Okay,
she got
because we're running out of time.
Okay, and Austin Aries got the World Title match, so Austin Aries will be going up against Bobby Lashley pretty soon. And the last thing from TNA before we jump to Ring of Honor is this: last night they were at the tapings, and TNA decided not only to post this on their website, but they also decided to post it up on their YouTube channel before taking it down. Ladies and gentlemen, the newest TNA star, Drew McIntyre.
Oh, what?
Drew McIntyre is now...
Drew Galloway.
Yep, he is now on TNA. He's on the European tour, which they're taping. Normally, I would not break this as a spoiler, but because TNA decided on their YouTube channel to fucking show the video like a bunch of dumbasses, that was intelligent. So yeah, this ain't a spoiler, folks. This actually was shown on their YouTube account before they took it down. So, yay, he's now on TNA. We'll see how long this lasts. Heading to Ring of Honor now, and this is going to make El happy because his boy, Alberto, is going to get a shot at a lifetime. He will be challenging Jay Lethal at the 12th anniversary show in Las Vegas, March 1st, for the TV title. So, can Jay Lethal find a way to beat the greatest import from Mexico? Or will Alberto have two titles this year at the same time?
Technically, okay, but I'm not counting.
Yeah, I can't. Oh, well, wait a minute. If you counted, it would be Uno, Dos, Grace, and then Taco.
Ooh,
yes, I know. I say Taco is number 4. Yes, I know I'm horrible. Also for Ring of Honor, and this is the match that everyone talked about last year on the show, that I hyped up as my match of the year and one tag team match of the year. It is the Young Bucks facing Red Dragon for the Ring of Honor World Tag Team title. So we'll see in this match once again.
Okay, now just real quick, apparently I just got word Tyson Dukes is taking on Tommaso tonight.
Yes, that is tonight at their show and all that. And just in case if anyone's forgotten, they did announce the main event for 12th anniversary, a fatal 4-way for the Ring of Honor World title. It would be that dumbass piece of shit redneck Jay Briscoe. I hope that Jesus Christ he loses the belt. Taking on Michael Elgin. Taking on Tommaso Ciampa. Taking on Hanson. So, Jay, you're going to be facing 3 big, fat, angry motherfuckers. You're going to know what it feels like to be in prison next to Bubba. You know me, I hate Jay Briscoe. Now, before we go, I know, Rob, don't you have some kind of show to promote this weekend? Please tell me you do, because I would rather watch that than the Super Bowl.
What? Well, I've got a couple of things to promote, actually. Okay, so this weekend, as of tomorrow night, at the Great Hall here in Toronto, there's Super Kick, which is an amalgamation of 2 different promotions that are just amalgamating for the very first time. And it's being headlined, actually, by Chris Sabin taking on Paul London.
So that's going to be really good. And then next week, pardon?
Spot monkeys.
Hey, what do you want? Anyway, it's going to be a great match. Both competitors are still really good. Next week, on the 7th of February, which is the Saturday, we're going to Smash Wrestling, and Sonata is taking on Josh Alexander, I believe. Yes, thank you. The Walking Weapon. So Sonata from TNA is taking on one half of ROH's Monster Mafia, Josh Alexander.
Not a bad thing at all.
And then on the 8th, the next day, on the Sunday, in Mississauga at Santino Morella's gym Battle Arts up here, we are going to an event called Destiny, and they're bringing in former ECW star, former WWE star, Rhino. So we've always got events coming up that we can promote. And on top of that, please tune into all the RWF media shows. That would be Monday for Rampage right after Raw, Tuesday for Face Off, Thursday for Shoot from the Hip. We have Jules Malone and Jesse O'Mara scheduled, hopefully for this Thursday coming up. Still in talks on that. And then on Fridays, of course, every Friday you can catch us right here for Revolutionary Honors. And now I'm going to hand it over to Bernie about all our social media.
Yeah, guys, if you want to learn more, you can always follow us on Twitter at RWS Media, or you can go and like the page for sure on Facebook, the facebook.com/groups RWS Media, or you can go, if you think you can do a better promo than Brock Lesnar, and let's be honest, who can't? I mean, he's getting a little better, but still, go to facebook.com/RGW Brawl and join in.
/RGW Brawl.
I did that. So that's a couple of ways you can kind of follow us and get involved. And, yeah, we'd love to have you guys part of the RWS family.
Well, before Elle sends us off, Tess, would you like to tell them the special news that you and me have for our next few shows for February?
Yeah.
Remember what I told you? That you were going to be able to learn a new language, and we're getting first-class tickets somewhere. Do you remember where?
Japan.
That is correct. All of the shows for Revolution On are starting next week, hopefully, as long as TNA doesn't take our equipment. We will be airing all our shows live from Japan, so expect the Ninja of Tess to get arrested a lot for raping Asian schoolgirls. So I'm probably going to have to get him out of jail a few times. Hopefully, Elle will have money with him. So, yeah, we're all going to be in Japan for the next few weeks, ladies and gentlemen.
But I will be off on the 20th as I celebrate another year. So you know what you all can do that night? You all can have Ghost of Test Appreciation Day.
Cupcakes.
Wait a minute.
By Rob can host it. I'll give Rob a good job. Rob hosts
it.
I'm hosting right now. Wait, what am I getting volunteered in on?
You're making cupcakes.
Yeah, you're gonna be eating cupcakes on the 20th.
Why? What's going on? What are you doing?
I'm going to be gone on the 20th, and it is my birthday, which is a Revolution's Honor Night. So I said we'll have a Ghost of Test Appreciation Day,
with
and I'm
cupcakes.
I'm going to give you the job of hosting it. Yeah.
Oh, okay. I have no issues with that, but wouldn't it be the Ninja of Test?
Oh, yeah.
I think you keep trying to downgrade him.
I mean, you're the one that gets the promotion, and you don't even remember your own promotion. Dude, come on now.
Yeah.
The cough and the green mist has got back to my eyes.
Don't act like it. Ooh. I think that was the horn to let us know we have to go because our flight is about ready to go. So, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you live next week from Japan, where we're going to have a special guest, Godzilla. So until next week, konnichiwa.
Yeah.